combining those two facets of the storytelling. Yeah. Okay, so let's get right to questions.
I gotta ask a question.
No, oh, there's one.
I have a question.
Yes.
You have the tightest pants in the whole series. Have they ever split on you? You do. You have the tightest pants.
Well, you know what they say, good things come in big packages. All right, so it's going to be one of those types. I guess I do. Well, I guess maybe because I have the biggest ass. Uh-oh. And when I say ass, thank you. Well, no, I mean, I don't know how to answer that. We've never, I mean, is it noticeably tight?
Yes.
Is it really?
Yes, you have the tightest pants in the entire series, except for maybe when Vala comes in, but if you look, when everyone's walking, like, their pants kind of hang, and yours is just, like, really, really tight on your ass.
Well, it's because I have one.
Well, yes, but I mean, there are all these scenes, you know, where you're bending and you're moving, so I was just wondering if they ever split on you.
No, actually, well, not the actual SG1 gear. Mm-hmm. No, but I've had other pants split on me.
Okay.
Which is true. I actually have. We were on a starting golf trip, and I had on like these white pants, and I bent down to pick my ball up, and they split right up the back. And I'm not a big fan of underwear. I'll leave the rest of it. Yes.
You get as a stud.
Wait, is there another mic? What were you doing back there? Just kind of hanging out?
As one of the stars, do you get much input into the production and the writing of this series and the movies, obviously? Or you just get a script and they say, do it?
Well, I was fortunate in that when they kind of created the character of Teal'c, they just basically said we need an alien. So there wasn't a whole lot of, they really didn't know what they wanted. And through the audition process, it was just left up to whoever they thought, I guess, looked the most alien. I don't know. So they allowed me to really have a lot of input as to how he speaks, to how, and so we would get certain writers who wouldn't even try to write like Teal'c speaks. They would just write a line and say, Chris will do it like Teal'c does it on the day. So as far as that goes, it's been wonderful because it's given me a whole lot of freedom to kind of do whatever I wanted with Teal'c. But as far as I mean, we do have an open door policy, so if there's things in the script that we don't understand or we don't quite agree with, we can definitely go up to the office and discuss it. So in that sort of way, we have a great deal of input into this, especially our own characters. But as far as like the actual production of it, no, we have zero input into that. So yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you. Yes.
Well, I've watched Stargate since its inception, okay, season 1, right through, including movies and whatnot. But something that struck me is, you know, Canada and the US is a huge, huge, huge place, lots and lots of people, lots and lots of buildings. Why do they reuse the same houses? Like, one time they used a house that was meant to be cement Picadas, and then next time you saw it, it was a house for Kate and Caleb Miller, you know, on Stargate Atlantis. Why do they keep using the same sorts of houses? I mean, they must know their fans watch these episodes over and over and over again. They must have heaps amount of places available to them.
You know what, I wish I knew that. Well, a lot of it is, I mean, you know, we don't go out and build these houses. These are actual houses that people live in. that we rent them out for whatever the production is. So in any city, they basically have a book of people who are willing to rent their houses out for productions. No, seriously, they do. And so, I don't know if they've gone through the book. I don't know if we've destroyed too many houses. I don't know what it is. But I actually wasn't aware of that. I thought they were pretty good about using different. No, but on Atlantis, they use Carter's house? But wasn't Carter on Atlantis? Yes, she is.
Yes, she is.
Katie and Caleb Miller?
Lift up the battle.
Who? I don't know anything about Atlantis, woman.
Never mind. Support the camera, but I can't do that.
I didn't know that. I really don't know anything about Atlantis. I have no idea. And I don't know, maybe no, because they wouldn't have used Carter's house for it. Maybe it looks similar. Maybe it was track housing, and they were all kind of the same. You know what, I can't answer. I really don't know. I mean, it would be a monumental slip-up if that's what occurs. I know that they really do really try to keep track of things like that. And I'm sure if that happened, it was purely my mistake. Purely.
You said you went on a golf trip with the rest of the cast.
Wait, where are you?
Yeah. Do you spend a lot of time together, the cast, after hours? And
Well, what do you mean?
well, move on.
I'm sorry, I didn't pick up.
Just, I imagine you spend a lot of time in the production. Do you spend a lot of time socially afterwards?
Well, we used to spend a ton of time. In fact, we would shoot and then we'd go out and either have dinner or drink or whatever. We're just, everyone has families now, and it's just harder and harder to spend a lot of time together. I mean, obviously I see Shanks more than anybody, but it's just with all that everyone having kids and their own stuff. When we were younger, definitely, and we would like golf together on the weekend. We still golf, but like as far as like carousing after work and stuff like that, not too much anymore, And a lot of that is okay. I like to say it's because we all have kids and stuff, but we've just gotten old. We're just old. I mean, that's not really part of our lives anymore. So
You're a big fella. You must have a pretty low handicap then.
what's that?
What's your handicap in golf then? You must be a driver a fair way.
I'm okay. I was really good during the writer's strike, but now that we're kind of back, I've kind of slumped a little bit. But yeah, I'm okay. I'm probably an 8.